Tian wooch'een idat Tlingit dach Yéil yawachi. Weqaw aya ʼaan kawudlineek ʼaan aya wooch.een. Adaqasa wishkalniki tuasagu qaqaqwati. Ajoy tuasagu tlakoy tuasagu aya wushuq atul atki. Ajoy tuasagu yidataya yidekakwaha. Ya adaqasa shkalniki tuasagu ʼaan kawudlineeki. Tlingit qinaqaya tuasagu kayi aqu. Aqawe iti kwalledat qaqartulaat. Hilqasaku qachakut daat jiwtuwanei. Ya artu yake kadein aya katuchak aya yejene we yishkalniki qa verb conjugations qa hoots awashayi yishad shkalnik qachakuta Yéil qa ʼaan qachakuta we kuku adataya jiwtuwanei. Ya artu yake yeawe qunaqawi yijitaya qwakiknuch we yejene. Ajoy khosaku wasa ya qoyidzige. Yeawe wuji daya yegartutlaq. One qanins yat daat we ade yuq atutli atkiye Tlingit qinaq. Yeawe daat yutaqwatanknuch. Wasa yegartutlaq Tlingit. Guksa yuqatank yaquu hatlaqayituh. Yeawe khuni niktlain tutlaqayi khanqaya yewuti adaqaya kautuwahash. Aqaha kawudlineek yachaguksa awe qatuwu itlaqayi wetsatnaq wal awetsu yuqatank. Ha qone adataya yutaqwatank. Guksa yequtzati we yuqatank itlaqayituh. Aqawe chashugu kwal we kwal yaq qayaq hilqatin khosaku we tlaqayi shagun qatlaqayi. Aqo adat yutaqwatanknuch. Chuya we yadu we qanaqan. Kwal we Tlingit ya atnasquini adat yutuwatan. Ha tlade aqanaq qaqudi kaik yekwati. Ajoy kwal qone aya adekakhiat. Ya hashagun yijin aya haskuklasha haskuklashat. Aqar qaqaqwati. Yeawe ajoy tlakoyach tuasagu jiwtuwanei. Yatadar qadasa. Yidat kwal shukwa shkalnik yishkalniki. Kwal yituasagu khat qayiwusi hekhwasagu kwal yituasagu jaskukde qaqaqwati. Dasa yituasagu shukwa ko.
Kasniki.
Oh yake yekwati. Arjit ach aisewu wishkalnik. Google yeo qa tlele ayiko itke yake itchuk kwatan. Okay. Shukwa gawa. Adisa so shukwa ayi. Skalsnik ʼaan skanalniki.
I'll go.
Oh, you can. Go.
Scottish Skalsnik Aya, Macintosh's Lament Daat. Chak du chak, gushe kroon tak yuwuhiki. On kawu gach du sha, du shat anide kuwatin awashayi. Tuch gumdan plain a doodly dick. Naksati yakudzige shawat dana chausitin. Tle ashye yawaka. We gamdan e aquajak a akawahit kadu tuwas kadu tuwasigu dakashu kadu tuwasigu du dakashu akawanai awajak du gamdan ausita de tak we nawu nils de kuk yakunatin we hana du yis shut in Sagwat gamdan a doodly dick. Dleit gamdan a doodly dick du itk we du shut. Tuj gamdan yanach has a doodly dick. A kautli hates we sagwat gamdan. Woody han. Tleke ash di hitch. Shawagas tlehuch wuna. Du shut. Shut. Sati shawat. Tlake yagi yawahich. At kautlishi ka awashi. Du nawu. Du yakugu de has ausitai. Uchewe.
The gunners cheese ha. Yak eh. Get een case hit.
Du så är kanske hit jag ska kniga.
Eat wo.
Kefra.
Yak eh. A Macintosh. Huh. Gunners cheese. Jach tuasagu. Yakana juk haskalniki qa'a. Zayagin I in kachwanik. Das a daat. Tuchwatan. We. Yi katangi daat. Ydet qaach tuasagu jagi in kachaniki. Takonach yak eh. Wasaya yitlaq. Oh, sorry, shikwayata.
Os John aya ach skalnigi shukwanach ach gate yaudut jinkat kadech uti ach katagu ach khuni awe du sigu yaki awak disi dech tausan ka naskadushu ayu utual ich we anach utual ich kalta gainach ach tua kausie du geet is ye yawaka ach huni kleik ye yachsaka klei ach tit yaude kasie ye awe hucha
Oh, yak eh ha. Cheese. Ach cheat as woo we yuchatank. Kashuk yuchatank tuna. Yewech was. Yak eh ha we. Ydet qa'a dusa. Good.
kawudlineek wasa ach kedli dusai wadlak. Wasa ach kedli dusai awadlak. Ziak Johain ach kedli. Monster aya dusai. Kutawa grich duwak. Klef kustin ayatin. Kusti aya yanach uhan. Ziak ade yan tuat tai awe. Ach yan tuat guatk yak gach aya kut awajich uhan. Monster, come back. Jikwach ka. Shlef ach chede kakwatsa ach. Dakawat lekech ka awashat. Kate aya shlef kushtin awashat gachawe. Adach awashat gach awe. Ye tuasa monster po. Cheese.
Tachwynach ag egan cheese. Echa. Gedina ya kaish hit yak ya kana juk wishkalnik ga wuko a gug. Medusa yidat.
Hat, gwaith.
Yake.
Kagane ka du kekiadi shash. I put in the Teslan M's. Shat chosati yéatwunei. Disyadi awe. Tzach. Kawe watzich. Kawe zisk. Hach wutua tlun. Sha yada. Kagane ach at du tlak. Ye du sagen. Leit kak enach anti-mini. Kega ash chosichan. Chatlak we tzalk I haswutudli das nuch. Atlen chichtli. Wutuwain nuch tsu. Du ketliadi kaganech kudziden sichan. Shal ye du sagen. Kuad leit kak enach spoon. Chatlak kua ya ketliadich we hatl. Akaga age. Aga awe ya ketliadi du da it we hatl. You should nooch. That verb I found in Jeff Lear for an animal rubs itself in it, but I didn't know also if it was anach she'akam dligwat nooch. Hado chatlak we ketliadi wulli chan nooch kagane kachat hasisa hidi wushtin wutu dehain nooch. Klauk tot touch yach ha wush jock hasisa hidi nesh ha tuwu ke aga awe shal kua hasisa hidi yi at nadagwat klach kunach ya shal wushli chan hadu ada yu tuchwatan da sawe ye jiwtuwanei llakat Take gao gwalldech gao we kunach lichani kitliadi chwasinig aga awe kagane tat uyega touch uwajagi ye chajien ach awe chakaginach we kitliadi chwatsech hasisa hidi dach kaltaginach ya shash grande chatsech. Aga awe shash chat ayam shasha. Jayuk kagani came zikit. Ha Da sawe yawachich. Mana sawe ach kikiadi hasisa hidi dach iyet Ishan ach kikiadi ye chat yam sikha. Itach kagane ye yawaka. Shush. Ishan ach ketliadi hagu shall hagu. Aga away ach mlichach. Tlak ta tu shugu yena teach. Kunyagi kanach sawe shall kakagane kachatsu kunach hamflichan nuch. Dewe.
Okay.
Yishan away, Johan. Kuliek, well, ach jit ach aswu, has the wakshi ekakosane yishkalniki. Chawas cha adusa, well, Telianuane yishkalniki way, Naskiki kakakwati, Helwasa kakwati, just after was a go woosh to dehini ha yejane Tlingit yukatangi daat. Well, Yéil, email team, kashuk yukatung. Kayat etsu after was a go yisaku. Ya tletlatina chaoti ya tlet ka yukatangi. Achawe yat after was a go yisatini. Ach jeet ach aswu. Tletkach enach send. Oh, tletlatina chaoti yechwakai. Yéil, ach jeet ach aswu. Aqa away. Ejide ach ak Hwasawu. Gwellwe post office atunach, gwellwe kashuk, yuch atunk, yadu kashuk. Yéil, yuk echa. Yisatinage guchsa, kocht, kaushachit, we kashuk yuch atungi yijide. Yisikuge guchsa we mistakes aya. Oh, dleitkach enach akawu, ach kakwach il. Akawu. Oh, helwasa oti. Just kagach to ak wooshed hin. Ja, du tleshwe. Oh, okay. Jiwa. Oh. Wasaku. Shukwaya du. Chanayi. Akaya du. Well, Ziyaganaya. Helwasa oti ko atlet khayuk atangi has. Wudud zatini Yéil echt was a good just Tlingit reinach haqedach. Helwasa kagachtusha heat. Gleit khayuk atangi. One qalins atina khayati. Iti yi ide kakwanik ya achshkalniki. Yidet ko twasagu ya art kuliek du aya gachtusa achi. In Yéil
Rika kuha
Gug.
how there's something in the way. There. Qashkashnikaya qashqe tukelitin ade wuneiya. Qashkashkashnikaya Tlingit yuqatangi qa iqaltu skunk taqdin tan dunach sati Kate dujiwu qashqe Ruby yudu asak dukedli qashqe dukedli tina atch Cleig dahin, ya has na edi, Goakan has ositin. Chayukawe rubich ya osinak, weyis Goakan. Tledukadli it chwujihich, Tledukadli it chwujihich, Qashqe. Dukadli tlidich our shot. Ajawe dukadlich wuyek, Qashqe. Tle atlidi a jiwtuwanei, Qashqe. Tle kurte ke urgaz, Tle dujin kuk wudzigit. Setnach anachawe, dujin wul tlik. Dukadlich ku'a, Goakan tle kachuruch awayek. Kunach ayakole nash, Tle awuja qidde. Tle dutu woo'nik Qashqe. Dukadlich, weyis Goakan awujaqi. Yewa yande shaqquhi, yashkalnik.
Wuk we gunners cheese. Kakunach
Gonne.
Dasa.
Tlach galnig kawshachid ko just go genk e fenna dat you gach tuche art. Yokshe.
You to a guess again, you did? Okay.
Just uliacheki hakusti ya Yesaya ya I dat wankenins gleit yach pushlichan gleit kunnach ach wak yaka yati fendach kudelta adeshawat de ayawaka iye kunnach klel ushke yewuti achwe llach ach llall Shanach December dach llall jiwtuwanei ach jiwu achwe gwell Anchorage de chwadechin llall chwasaku ya I dat ko how Kuchaya gunnach cheese.
Okay. Okay. Well, achji de ach akese wu a yuchatank. Okay. Gunners cheese. Sukke. Uchake. Yewa chwasaku. Chakluta achji yata. Well, Shanake de ayega.
Raven meets Cook to Ka. Shark aya. Yes, yan achu good. Yes, alcetin. Plech ka. Weka a kua u. We cook yik. We cook uat a. Pluck. Weka. Tlech a de. Sago ate ye. Yes, ye a ka. Cook to ka ye na sak. Cook. Achi cook. Ja Anastin. We cook to ka. Yan ausetent tlak. Kuk taka tlal hin ga ugut. Gurkan tlal ade uguniye. Keani tlal uin. Gachat chayi edursak. Kuk taka. Yéil ka. Gleit ka at chayi u chayich chundach a hididach. Yéil a ka. Gan ye in a te. Ash canis yat. Hinik. Ish kainik. Saga at. Yéil ka. Chat. Gashat. Gurkan Hin tak yadi Keani cha. We dached hin yes shatlats et. Neste nas at. Gan kachla hoot. Tlingit in a ste. Tlas kugaga sti we kukta ka.
Gynnwys cheese tlin. Okay. Tuk ge gwell tlai hwch. Nasgi gyd sy'n gwell ni twas y gwcia alcw. Yak gwell tlell. Yenw yn eich o a jiwtuwanei gugde, jiwtuwanei a daat. Gaga gwati cho a. Yewe ach twas y gw. Tis agach tu ach nwch. Ya ha ywch a tungi, wtwtla iechi. Ya du ach sgallnigi. I ide ca gwallanig. Ya kunyaki sakshe shuwachich. Ya wush kanach wutu daat. Gwalljin kat ka dan chun. Sit ite qi a de wutu wakuch. Yewa hatu wasagu. Yan shuka yachyati. Tlell yan shuka qoak. Yajididana ka hiti aya. Ya kawe just hatu wasagu just Tlingit yukatangi. Ye awa wooch.een ya yan naqijin. Ya yan taqijin. Tlell qaq inach. Tlell qaq inach. Ye awa watu wa ach tlell qaq inach aya. Tlell qaq inach. Ye awa khat qa'a. Jaqone aya yan khasakoin ha yukatangi. Tlezi yatich. Yewe kachwa ach qa'a. Hasawe kunnach tu ʼaan. Ya hashuka has. Ya du dach kunnach yakutzagi yaqaku. Gleit qach hasati. Ha inchsati achawe Tlingit awe hastse. Yewe achten de tani. De katqa. Katqa Tlingit ge yisuku Tlingit awe wa achawe Tlingit ani ka. Wasa gachtu saku. Dasa ha ani kak. Dasa away. Ya gwallchaye gu gink aya. Gachtu saku. Ades konugu ye hatlagu konkiyan. Has just chaye gu gink ya has au sakun. Hayu katangi. Gwall has ausaku we linguistics daat kunnacha we. Tlingit aya tligechiu. Has insu yet ich. Ach tu yake. Achoe. Chetsu yet ich aya yata. Achoe wujin kone aya. You has use outlaat. Tlingit ko. Ah. Anu shi yu katangi aya. Has kakwawus dasaway. Dasaway. Has ka anu shi yu katangi. Ha. Tlek kak inakha. Aka awe. Akuta hasakawa ak. Dasaway dat ka. Konakawe. Just talk. You has outlaat. German aya. Tlek kak inak. Ya awe. Tlek kak inak akin hasakawani. It's not English. Has to kind of glade cock enough a test glade cock enough with just the cut with glade cock enough test to osco yak a wooch.een aya with to a shook. Test ach to osco has to two a yakosaniku. Just the shook tin. De awe one canins ach to us go at to shook nuch. Husaku one canins two way. Kashis equa at a ya dot you to laati. Heshwasa kokotiho. Yakeha gunnel cheese. Gwellgachtul sa just Tlingit yu chatangi ratlet cha yu chatangi tin. Wooch.een chagachtul laat. Ya ach tu yakekach could nach gedein kia a koko a kak gedein kaishe hita yu chatangi chawishkashnik ke. Ye awe eka aya wududzatin. Chetzin dain. Ye jiwtuwanei. Ye awe hatu wasagu. Ye awe achin hasakawanik tu. Yan has ausenei we achyan tu adiye. Kesh kag awe wudutligich. Ya dei. Akanach aya hayuch atangi. Ade ke guchlitsini ye. Kag hajiyis wudutligich. Ya ha ye jinei aya gwell. Just wait day a kach aya yeje gachtune. A joey hatu wasagu had the chankisani has ausatin. Ye has ausatin. Aka awe achas tsu gachtu art. Yekecha, Johan. Okay, so that was good. That was great. That's like 40 minutes of Tlingit. Amazing stories. If you didn't get a chance to share your story, you can on Wednesday. Did anybody catch the error in my email? It was egregious. I said Tuesday and Thursday instead of Monday and Wednesday. Nobody caught it? Does anybody read these things? But so you can share your story on Wednesday. I just really want to provide encouragement and just say, you're not doing this to get your story graded. You're not trying to be the coolest. You're just sharing something. And it's amazing. It's amazing to get this point where we can share stuff. And I'll give you feedback later, just little things that we might talk about. And they're just sometimes little things. And so, and then we might have an email dialogue about some of your stories, but we'll compile them, we'll put them together so we can just send them out and take a look at them. I might try making a Google document thing, but I did that with Intermediate Tlingit, and I think it worked, but it was like trying to push a mountain a little bit to the side. So, but we'll see. I'll try and get it to work. Any questions, thoughts? We have a guest, Gundit's Aji. Do you want to say hi?
Jag hade dua sak gandas achi. Juneau Douglas City Museum, Yéil jiwtuwanei,
Okay.
Shatuga hut dite.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to English now.
Okay.
I have been in class in the past through a little bit of intermediate, but it was really great sitting here and recognizing lots of words, and that's one of my hopes and goals as the new director at the Juneau Douglas City Museum, is to help provide continuity to all the language learning activities happening in our community. And I'm interested in curating for the month of November and beyond, perhaps, an exhibit in our one room that is about Jinkat Yukatank, 10 words.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
I think that would be right.
Yeah. And it's something that I saw in an article that someone wrote from Ketchikan, and he said these are 10 words to use and say. Tlingit kenak sa, say it in Tlingit maybe. But I'm searching around for a title for the exhibit. So maybe the 10 words in Tlingit. I want the title of the exhibit to be in Tlingit. And then the 10 words that this article that I'll pass around here. Let's see where it is. Here. Can take a quick look, but the 10 words that this person talked about everyone should know and use and be using every day in Southeast Alaska is Gunashchish, Kutia, Kuik, Sakt, Dak, Ik, Yesh, Chak, Speak, and Chutz. So I would love to hear any suggestions you have for different words, one, and then I printed out some of the different objects that are paintings that could be used in conjunction with those 10 words. So you can imagine, 10 paintings or objects around a smaller room than this, then the word, and then I'll put out language learning resources for everybody.
Okay.
Have people who come in also look for those objects in the rest of the museum and fill out a small form so we can start adding the Tlingit language name for things to our database, so that when future curators, search for things, they can search for it in Tlingit as well. And then also there are some words in our exhibits, like we have one exhibit that's very much all about wood and waterways and how to build a dugout canoe, an aqua. And so finding those words, so giving them a list of words that are in Tlingit and going and finding what that word might mean in English in the exhibits. And then the last thing would be wasa duasakwa. How do you say whatever it is, Tlingit, Tlingit, and I was thinking of having like a microphone up that people could then say that phrase and the word in English that they want to know how to say, and then either will help them find that or have a group to consult like yourselves, or maybe the Tlingit language learning group that meets at the library, other groups that meet learning Tlingit to find out how to translate what their word is in English that they want to know how to say in Tlingit. So I would love some input on that if you guys are up for that.
Okay.
I have time for that. These are the various pictures of the objects and paintings that we have. There's some that we only have, one of, like for example, Kutia. We have like a couple. There's a painting or a photograph of a Kutia downtown, and then there's a couple of other paintings. I of course have my preference, but I'd like to see what other people's preferences are. Kuik is a little difficult, I thought, but there's a couple of neckerchiefs that have the word on it that were from someone's kuik, as well as a couple of headdresses that would have been used during that ceremony. We only really had one, the Devil's Club, a couple different things for daat, and eek, as well as the others. So I would love some input on that.
Okay.
Maybe a break or something.
Okay.
Okay.
Sheesh. Okay, well, I had a meeting a little while ago with Scott Burton over at KTOO, and we started this project years ago. I've got plenty of these projects that are just, they need to get finished. And so this one is a Word of the Week program. So basically, I think we have 5 speakers that we worked with, and we tried to get a different sentence. And basically, so for example, let's say the word of the week is Yéil, and then we could say, oh, oops, some of these are alphabetized. So you could say, Yéil jiwtuwanei, and that might be, so Monday we might say, the word of the day, we Yéil. And then we'll sort of let people, we'll probably have an opportunity for people to repeat it. And this would be something on radio and television and internet.
Okay.
And hopefully print. And then Monday, we'll say, here's the sentence. I don't think we have a word for sentence, so we might have to, we had that language meeting in November. And I'm going to get a list of things that I feel like we need names for. So if you want to send me things, and I'll start building a list. Or maybe I'll send you guys a link. I'm going to try this Google document thing because I'm not organized. And so if it's a Google Doc, then we can just add to it. But think of things like, I'm teaching my kids in Tlingit, and I want to talk about negative numbers. I want to talk about addition, subtraction, which I think we have based on the Tlingit math book, multiplication, division. There's other things that I would like to know. I think there's a word for lava out there, so I want to sort of dig that one out too. I found it in Jeff's notes. But then, so Monday, we would say the sentence of the day is Yéil jiwtuwanei. Then Tuesday, we might say Yéil jiwtuwanei. And so there might be ones where we've got to cook up a couple others, but then would have, by Friday, would have 5 sentences, and then would sort of talk about why this word is important. And so this is something that they want to start. And then I said, I'm really excited about this, but what I'd really like to see from an organization like KTOO and others is developing Tlingit language positions so that those just become part of the workforce in the Juneau area, whether it's a collaboration between museums, so that we say, oh yeah, we need to hire a Tlingit language person. That way, not only are we sort of rooting that expertise within that organization, but we're saying, you know, if you study Tlingit, there's careers for you out there, which is amazing, and it's happening. And so we have people who are working. Tlingit provides them a job, like me and several others, teachers, and not just teachers, but researchers and others. And so this is a big part of the language revitalization effort, is 1, putting the language all over the place, and 2, making that be like, hey, you want a job in Tlingit? Wouldn't that be amazing? And so, because then you could just like speak Tlingit and do stuff all day. And then there's some people who might be really good at the media stuff. And so these are exciting conversations. And so I'd be happy to look at that. And then these 50, I just sort of picked 52 words that I felt were important. And I think you can organize them seasonally so that late March, you're getting into and you're really like just thinking about the seasonal cycle of life, you know. And so, and it's not always going to be, you know, what is the thing that happens this week? But, you know, some of them it would make sense, you know, like the herring eggs, they're hitting at a certain time every year, and the hooligan are running at a certain time every year. So, yeah, being paid to learn Tlingit. So, yeah, wooch.een. One time George Ramos, he came to one of our classes and he said, I used to get beat for speaking Tlingit. Now people get paid for it. And he just laughed. And we're like, yeah, there's like an irony there, but it's awesome too, right? So,
Wow.
yeah, Tlingit jobs. We'll have tlingitjobs.com or something.
Okay.
Oh, and also, like, somebody's story, daat, it wanted to make it into like a website. We should like buy that website and just make it like a Tlingit body parts website. Go to daat.it. Okay. Anyways, any other thoughts? Anybody else?
I want to, when I speak Tlingit in public, I want to be able to acknowledge my teachers.
Mm-hmm.
And can you teach me how to say that, you know, the people who teach me are, or a polite way to, or
Yeah.
respectful way to say that?
So you could say, I'll go down. So you could name them. So you could name whoever they were, and then you could say, or are. Awe ach'i has aushatu. They could say Tlingit afterwards. So they taught me Tlingit. And then if it's some specific thing, like sometimes there's a little bit of resistance to coming up with new names for things. And so you could say kashuk'e yéil electrical outlet. So I heard this name from chone. So like could also be like I heard this thing. And yeah, I say things to my kids sometimes too, like where did you know that from? Or, you know, adusa who taught you? Right? And so those are some good conversational things. Yeah. So this one is thank you for teaching me. Then the at could just change. The at can go away too. At yitletu is you're teaching me. And if the at goes out of that sentence, it means thanks for teaching it to me. So then you're, there's a bunch of things in Tlingit about whether or not there's an object there. And sometimes like we get some subtle shifts. Like if you say as a command form, guk atcha, you're saying go eat something. But if you say guk cha, eat that thing, right? So there's subtle differences. Like if someone's just really crying around, they're just, I'm hungry, guk atcha, go eat something, right? And you don't say that if they've got no money or anything, but if they know where the food is.
Can I practice in front of you?
Yeah.
Kawudlineek, kingesti, kawudlineek, gonelti, kanak, kakal dawe has tu Tlingit, gonelchish eat at tu.
Okay. Yeah. Well. And then if this would be to one person and to multiple people, it would be this.
Yéil.
Okay.
Gonelchish.
Okay. So we had, and yeah, always feel free to bring your questions. So I think I'll start, what did I say? I'll start like a Google document and see how that works with these stories on there. And then I'll start putting I'll put my feedback on there. This won't be something for, well, we'll just share it with each other. And then, let's see, I thought I had something else. Maybe I'll remember. And then there's this Word of the Week project. It's pretty fun. I'll share that with you guys. It needs some, if people are looking for things to do in the language, I can share like this folder and you can just listen to it and you could see like there may be things that aren't finished, or you'll see there's some things in the notes where basically I went and recorded all of this stuff and then I handed it to student workers and I said, write it all down. And so there might be areas where they're not sure what they're saying. So if you want to proofread and help with that, that'd be amazing. I think I sent you guys the links to a folder with all of these stories that we translated if you wanted to work on some of those. And then, let's see, I'll start scratching up some other work too if folks want to type out, just do a retype. I can send you a template in either Word or Pages so that you can retype the hatuwu nagu yis. And also, I need to start a running list of what we have retyped so that we can start. It's good to just have all this stuff because then we could just copy and paste, we can search, we can do all kinds of fun things. We can make these cool documents to send to students and say, hey, translate this stuff in like 2 days or whatever, whenever I sent this to you guys. And that way, you know, we've just got projects, and projects are always good because I think you need a wide variety of stuff to do. And I think you need, the variety comes in terms of like, hey, translate this from Tlingit to English. That's a little different than, hey, conjugate these 5 verbs, and that's different than, you know, and so we got to come up with all these different exercises for this. For the advanced Tlingit, like there's not a set of curriculum, and not that there always has to be, but some of this stuff, it's, you guys are right out there on the edge of where we can currently take people. So it's kind of like, I don't know, go there, do that. But if you have ideas as well of things you think are going to help some folks grasp some more of these concepts, we're sort of just floating back and forth between producing some language like these stories, speaking it. There's a game, somebody gave me a deck of cards that are called Speak Easy, and it's like some kind of language game, and I haven't figured out how you're supposed to play it yet, but it's really this deck of cards that's really, I think, 3 decks of cards, and I think you pick a topic like kawudlineek, and then if it's your turn, you get a second to get, like 10 seconds to get ready, and then you're supposed to talk for 1 minute in Tlingit about kawudlineek. And then I can pick either a new topic or I could pick quality or something. So like, I don't know, we'll try it in here and we'll see how it works. I tried it in Anchorage with a couple of friends and it seemed to work okay. It's really just sort of, you can find it on the Apple Store. I don't know where else it might be. Somebody just gave it to me. They said somebody came through and I think came through Juneau, like a tourist, and said, oh, you're Tlingit? Have this deck of cards. And it turns out to be kind of a cool thing because then there's a little timer and you just got to talk for 1 minute and then it's somebody else's turn. And so it's, because I'm always trying to think of, the pattern seems to be 9 out of every 10 people who come to study Tlingit, once we start moving into these sort of advanced types of things, end up doing a lot of understanding, but maybe not as much talking. And so I want us to be able to just talk. And so we try to do like real low pressure things where maybe I'll provide feedback later, but I'm not going to try and fix anything as we're going along because I think it's just really neat that we're using it. So anyways, what we could do now is there's this Yéil ʼaan, and maybe I'll give you guys some more time with this one. It's a translation exercise. We also have the raven, or the woman who married a bear story. We're conjugating some verbs. We were talking about time and sequence stuff. Is there anything that anybody wants to do first?
I like the stories because it gives us a chance to say the words and then translate.
Okay.
Or this looks fun, what you have up. And then I was gonna say, you were talking about ideas for helping us use the words more. And what we used to do in my Japanese language class was like, they would give us homework and say, you know, page 18 in Tlingit, memorize all the words and be ready to use them. And like,
Oh, nice.
yeah, and then our professor would go around the room and ask, you know, what's hasieti? And you'd have to say, or whatever words you were expected to memorize. And that helped me a lot just because it forced me to really internalize the words and be able to answer a question with them.
Okay.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do some of that stuff too because yeah, I go get this stuff prepared, then we'll come back and try.
Kune,
Dasa.
adusa kawudlineek, yashkasneek.
Yéil ʼaan. Nas gwasdagwni nachwikag haskeidach aya. Ya wooch chwallayech. Chukwa aya kaski chukin sha ka sha dag kakwedi ka danawak shukach ati ka chat. It's kind of a mashup of 4 versions of the story, one that I like to tell, one that Susie James told, one that Robert Zuboff told, and one that Austin Hammond. He didn't tell this story, but he told a different one, and I pulled some elements from that into it.
It seems like really old time Tlingit to me, anyways.
Yeah, it's pretty old time. Yeah, it's got some big elements in it, and so it's kind of a bigger, I think some of the smaller books might have some more digestible language, I guess easily digestible. This one just takes, you gotta let it simmer in the belly for a little while. But I'm hoping it pushes us into the resources more. And so we could try a couple sentences from this, or we can, I think I sent it to you guys on Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday, because it was during the language summit. So you guys have 5 days. But if you haven't had a chance to look at this yet, we could look at it on Wednesday, and we can go back to the woman who married a bear, or we could do something else. It's choose your own adventure day.
I like this.
Okay.
Yeah. Can we work on this one?
Equity. It's 2 votes for it, so it'll go.
Can I get back on your email list? I think I fell off.
Ishan. Okay. I'm very bad with email and email lists. Like last Tuesday in intermediate Tlingit, the class was all about who didn't get my emails, who could access the Google document, including everybody simultaneously being kicked out of it for reasons unknown to humanity, and my computer like melting down during the class. So it was very fun. It was like Tlingit Yéil is in your computer day. So yeah, so this is Yéil ʼaan. So we should be able to get that. Yéil wasad duasauk lekak inach.
Raven and fire.
Raven. ʼaan.
Fire, red.
Fire, right? Okay. So let's do, and I kind of cut out the first line. At least I forgot to add it. So I'll give you the first line, or maybe I'll just add it on the top, which is kind of silly, but whatever. So I might say, yeah, it's a different program, so I gotta use this. There's this program called Popcar. I think that's how you say it, or care, because it's character. And this is another way to get underlines on qasaq. Maybe I'll say that. Yan ya an qasaq ittakhawe. Oops, and I gotta add another one. Okay, let's all say that. Ya an qasaq ittakhawe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So how would we translate that? And there's other ways to say that. You could say yashingitani shawatid. That'd be another way to say it.
After the world
Oh, good.
after the world flooded.
And then I think, I'm not sure, but when you start a sentence with ʼaan or ʼidach, I think it needs to have a. And so you'd say ʼidach awe, sort of like ʼaqa awe, or you'd say ʼaqua. If you're starting a sentence with ʼua or ʼidach or ʼitch, it should have a right in front of it. Okay, after the world flooded. Anybody want to read the next line?
Tlingit dasai I jiwtuwanei Tlingit ʼaan.
Sheesh. Okay, so let's all do this. I'll do it first, and you guys, and we'll do the top part, then the bottom part. Tlingit dasai I jiwtuwanei.
Tlingit dasai I jiwtuwanei
Tlingit ʼaan.
Tlingit
Oops, kach. So that-
There was nothing left on this Tlingit land.
World.
The world, yeah.
It's the world. Tlingit ʼaan is the world, when you get that apostrophe. And then tlingit dasa ite. I would probably say there was nothing left. And so this is always interesting when we go from one language to another, because what we're saying is like in its aftermath, right? Ite. So like after, what's that?
It's not there anymore.
Yeah, so ite would mean it's gone and now what's left, right? So when it's referring to the flood. So you could say there was nothing left after it. How to sort of take care of that. And these are always, they're going to be kind of personal decisions and kind of things that other speakers might come just sort of talk to you about, because it's sort of saying after it was gone, after the flood was over, there was nothing that remained, right? Okay, who wants to read the next one? Okay, everybody. Tlingit ʼaan.
Tlingit jiwtuwanei.
Everything.
Everything was still on it.
Yéil. Yéil. Atisakakwatu.
Tlingit ʼaan a jiwtuwanei Yéil kayawask.
Okay. Tlingit
ʼaan.
ʼaan a jiwtuwanei Yéil.
Tlingit jiwtuwanei
Kayawask.
Kayawask.
Tlingit dasa.
This fire.
This fire was not in these trees and these bushes?
Okay. So there's some really fun things going on here. So ʼaan, this fire. ʼaan jiwtuwanei. So here's the verb. That's the verb itself. Everything else is giving you specific information to the verb. Atu, I would put into the verb itself because it means, and the verb is really to be located somewhere. So you could say, yéil. That's the same verb. Like we've learned how to use this in different sort of ways. Texas yéyati, a'at, right, or whatever. But then you have klesh for the negative. So you're going to get a negative form. So uti would be negative. That would be the negative form of this verb. And we learned that about like stem variation. This is one kind of interesting, well, I guess it's yati and uti. It's just something to remember with some of those. I guess those are imperfectives. Okay, never mind. So anyways, so you would say, kesh atu ye uti. And that means it's not inside of it. Right? You could also say, someone might say, ha, hagu, ya yekei atcha ayach wasai. Hagu achtuasagu, wooch.een gachtu chayi. Ha, kesh ak yechat uti koa. Ya anchorage yechat yati. So you'd say, kesh yechat uti. I'm not there. But when you have utiyin, so what you have here is, what is the yin part doing?
Path or yin.
Decessive.
It's decessive. That means whatever the verb is, it's saying it's specifically not like that anymore. So we've learned this one before, probably with jiwtuwanei, right? Somebody used to be called this, and now they've kind of passed away. You could probably say chasaku, and I used to know it, right? And so it means like it's not that way anymore. And you'll hear it like wutiyin, satiyin. And so in this case, it's not that negative way anymore. So you like a phrase I learned from kawudlineek was kech chasakuin. I didn't know that, but now I do, right? So it's I guess kind of a double negative type of thing, but the Tlingit works different. And so what it says is, it used to not be in there, but now it is, right? And so, but then again, in the translation, what are you going to do? And so this is why it's always fun to retranslate these stories, because we see how the languages just work different, and it's nothing magical. It's just sort of saying. So you could say something like Ausakuin. Yeah, she or he used to know it, but doesn't now. So this is, this is the ʼaan or ʼun. It's an ʼin, but if it's rounded, it'll be a ʼun. And then the tone is going to be the opposite of whatever comes before it. So you're going to get ʼiyin as opposed to ʼiyin, right? And what's bushes, right? So what's is a bush, especially like a berry bush or like the brush. Came up, what is it? Josh. That was Kawudlineek and I were laughing because someone asked us how to say brush your teeth, and we said ʼuch.een. And they're like, wash your teeth? I was like, that's how it works. But then we cooked up a verb for like to use like a big tree branch, because Josh is the word for brush in Tlingit, but brush means like branches from a spruce tree especially. So I think we said guk e uch Nachlechash, which I don't think is I don't know if that's a real verb, but we're saying like scrub your teeth with a big branch. So. Okay. Adisaka kwatu yata.
Tasa akugan. Akugan.
Okay. Keshtasa ach akugan.
Echtasa ach akugan.
Okay. Wasa. Klekakenacha.
Nothing was burning there, around there.
Nothing burned there. So in this case, you could have a negative perfective, and that would be nothing burned. But in this case, you have a negative imperfective, right? So akugan, I think, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Keshtasa ach akugan. So akugan would be like it's not burning, it doesn't burn. And then whenever you have that keshtasa, that means nothing, but then that's going to also push the verb negative. And so the first time I heard this was I was talking with my uncle, and we were kind of talking about, maybe not the nicest way, talking about some people that we were unhappy with. And then he said, keshtasa has awaska. And I was like, whoa, not only was that what do they call it, a sick burn, but I thought it was really neat because then I noticed it pushes the verb negative, right? And so you could say, I bought nothing, I broke nothing, and you could have a whole bunch of things that have to do with nothing, but you remember that the verb will go negative, right? And so this is just something that's pretty fun, and so this is why you're going to get the low and long stem, which is really common with the negative forms of verbs. And so the teshtasa would be nothing, so nothing burned. And then the ach part, this high toned with the underline X is like at that place. And it has to do with repetition, right? And so at that place. And so Tlingit does this a lot. Ach, and it's just referring back to this place that we've already been talking about. Once we've sort of established where this place is, it can always be referred to as or or ach, or ut, right? Adusa kakwatu.
Kunach kulichid shan achu ayakach datin we taukayi we taukayi.
Okay. Chunach.
Chunach.
Oops. I think that needs to be like. Is that k or is it k? Yisaku again? I think I have. Let me see if I can find it. Ah. Yeah, that's right. Kasha. Okay. Kasha shan achu ayakach datin.
Shan achu agach datin.
Kasha shan
Shan
achu ayaqaqdatin,
Datin.
witaqayi.
Witaqayi.
Hey, Gagagn chish tana. Somebody told me the verb to translate and I forgot it. If you're working with a speaker, maybe ask them. It was the neek, or no, maybe it was the, I don't know, I can't remember now. Let's translate this one though. This is a pretty good, it's a pretty good one. So kutlechetshan is dangerous, scary, frightening, right? So we'll say it is very frightening. And there's a few verbs that are going to end with shun or chun. They're like it's a verb, but you take it in a certain form and you add shun or chun or chun, and it means it verbs that way easily, I guess is how you would. I'll gather some of these and I'll show you some. There's some that are kind of funny, but there's quite a few of these, and then it's sort of there's a few different ways to make kind of adjectives. There's not very many sort of just straight adjectives in Tlingit. There's maybe 30 of them. And then there's two types of adjectives. There's one that come before the noun and one that come after. So you'd say Kate, Sean, old dog. Kate, or you could say Ach, Yis, Shet, my new wife. Yis goes right there. Ach, Shet, Yi, my ex-wife. And so the Yi comes after. So there are some that come after, some that come before. But then there's a couple different ways to make verbs into adjectives. And so one of them is just to add the sort of relational suffix onto some of them, like yak'egi, yak'eyiqa. Some of them, the verb just kind of works that way, like shakudzi, oosh, right? And then there's these other ones that take this shun or chun, like you could say kushachet shun aya, or kushachet shun hini. It's a dangerous river, right? So it's scary. Achu. What is achu?
Among.
Among. It's or them, right? So chu is a relational noun. And you could say, I'm happy to be among you. Sanichu is the name of these among the little lakes. It's a place name just north of Shkogwe. So it's frightening among them. Ayakachdatin. That one's pretty, there's a lot in there.
I tried it. I thought maybe to see the earth lying there.
Okay. You'll know the perfective of this one. And this is I'll have to dig around and see what kind of verb mode this is. There's a couple different things. Whenever you're saying like, went there to do this, or it's like this, whenever it's sort of like this. So this is probably in the neighborhood of sort of a conditional type of thing. There may be some other things going on that I don't quite understand. But the perfective of this verb is ayauditi. And so it's pretty tough to spot. But then there's the right there, and the ya. So ayauditi shows you there's two thematic prefixes on there, and then ya. And the when we look at thematic prefixes, the most common way the is used is to put focus on the action. And so it's kind of a weird thing to start thinking about, but all the we call them A-themed verbs. For the sun to shine, for it to be stormy, but then hunting and fishing and dancing, those are all A-themed. But if you could say, wooch.een, I was hunting. But if you name what you were hunting, then the changes to a third person object. So you'd say, wooch.een. So it changes. And same with, you say, wooch.een. But if you said jitterbug wooch.een, and then same with, well, there's a whole series of body function ones. They're all athematic. I burped. So I sealed. Seal is the verb root. And then or there's several different varieties, but that's the noisy fart. And then there's to poop, to pee. But I have a feeling if you were to, I don't know if you can substitute like actual objects for that. But so in this case, you have and ya. And the ya is the vertical surface. Qa. So you've got two things. One is you've got the conjugation prefix in there. And we know because in the future we would say Yéil. It's going to be stormy, right? And then here, the Yéil reveals that it's qa conjugation. So you got qa conjugation, qa modal, and then an end on there. It's frightening among them when it is stormy. So that was a really tricky one. Every now and then you're going to run into some of these tricky ones but the more you do them, you just sort of spot that, and you get a suspicion. Right? I think that's like the stormy. It looks like the stormy verb, not the person, right? And then taqayi. What is taqayi?
On the earth or a point?
It's a point, and so taqayi is like a peninsula or a string of islands or a string of rocks or a bunch of eaches. It's, what do they call it, like an archipelago, right? So there's one other thing that's kind of fun, is an EI vowel that gets closed up will often turn into an A. And so this is, you're going to get te to ta, and you're going to get tleo to tla, right?
Ow, isn't it ow?
And a cheesh. And so that's when you gotta get that on, right? And so, but that's what and there's place names too that have Sandy Point would be, this would be Sandy Point. I'm sorry, this is really pretty small. That would be Sandy Point, would be in a lot of cases, it would probably keep its high tone. So comes from, or comes from te and ka. But when you close that te, sometimes it will just turn into the letter A. So these are other just kind of fun little vowel-y things, because the other thing that we learn about vowels is that they will go long and low sometimes, like te would become te, right? But then sometimes if you're going to add like a whole other noun on there, that's, I think, is when you get the switch to the letter A. And so there's a little bit of context here. Again, storytellers tend to say these things in like a row. Like, I told this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. So sometimes when we just look at it in isolation, I forgot to mention the flood. So after the flood, and then here, where is this string of islands, these things of rocks?
The Aleutians?
Yeah, it's the Aleutians. And so in this case, so you could say on this string of islands, like Tlingit could be I would probably say that rocky peninsula, I don't know how to spell it. And then you could put in a parentheses if you want to. You could say Aleutian Islands. So that's what she's talking about in this story. This part comes from Susie James, and then we'll get to the next ones. And so we've got this. Whoever didn't tell your story, go ahead and tell your story. I'll forward. Will forward you the emails that I sent. Sorry for not having you on the list. And let me know any of your questions. We'll keep moving through this. The Woman Who Married a Bear. We'll try some of these conversational things and see how it kind of works. This card game. I'll figure out how we can do this online so people can see what the thing is, what it looks like. Maybe we'll try and sign on with the iPad or something. Okay. Yikega.
Okay.
Hooch. Gonna cheesh. Achiyake. Is the story have to be specific? No, it's whatever you want. And so it was. Doesn't have to be like this big legendary thing, but it could be. It's just whatever. And it doesn't have to be, 10 minutes in length. It's just a chance to just put some language together and share it with the group. Send me the text to it, and I will make a document so we could just sort of take a look at it and see what everybody's working on.
Anybody wants to look at any